behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Bash TV. Palm Bash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Palm Bash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got an awesome interview coming up for you in just a moment or two. But before we get into that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click the bell, and you're always going to be notified of any new interviews coming your way. And check out the comments section. Leave us a comment there. We'd love to hear from you. And if you're on Facebook, go to facebook.com/PalmBashTV. And feel free to like the page, inbox us, and comment everything you see there. And you can send us an email, palmbashtv, all one word, at gmail.com. And it's good if not just if you're a band or a solo artist, but if you're just simply a fan, we accept fan mail too, and we'd love to hear from you. And we're going to recap all of that for you at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. From Baltimore, Maryland, we have Glasseye on the show today, and he's a very awesome and talented artist. And we're going to get to that in just a minute, but first, here's a word from Click Jam, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
We got history, got me feeling the nostalgia when you look at me, thinking about what could.
Okay, everybody, it's time for interview time as promised, and with us from Baltimore, Maryland, we have Glasseye. Thanks for joining us, Glasseye.
You're welcome. Good for having me.
Yeah, no problem. We're glad to have you on the show today. Well, why don't you start off by telling a little bit about how it all began for you as being an artist, because as you know, everybody has their own story, and I'm sure you got a great story to share with us.
Oh, yeah. Well, from the beginning, I was always into music, I always knew that I wanted to be in some type of entertainment, and I was always poetic. So I always wrote poems all the time. And I actually didn't even know about hip hop, being from overseas and everything until I got here. I was a big rock and roll music fan. And when I first came here to the country, Linkin Park at the time was a huge thing. And Nickelback and, Hoobastank, Saliva, you name them. I was listening to all of that stuff. So, and then my cousin actually introduced me to Tupac one day, and it was just it wasn't the style of music. It was more of the passion, how he rapped and the things that he said out of his mouth. Because around this time when I got introduced to Tupac, I actually learned quite a bit of English, so I understood what he was saying a lot more because I had been in the country for 4 or 5 years. So. But that's how I got introduced to hip hop itself. And then after that, I did my own research. I went from Tupac to Nas to DMX to everyone. I don't really have a favorite, but I have a category of hip hop that I listen to. But outside of the legends, I went back and did my research on hip hop too. But I have my preference, so I like anything 95 and up, Tupac and up. I love it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a great story, man. I'm glad that you decided that what you're doing is for you, and I hope you'll be doing that for a long time, man.
Yeah, me too, man.
And those bands you mentioned, would you say they were your influences, and did you have any other influences that motivated you to become the artist you are now?
Yeah, my friends, actually. My first song I ended up making was like a little freestyle, and I was always around guys that were into music, that were doing hip hop, rap music, and I was always intimidated, but I was always writing in the back, on my phone, not on my phone at the time. We didn't really phone weren't that big, but I was always writing. One time I was in the studio and I was writing what with the beat on, and two of my friends, they were writing a song or whatever, and the beat was just on. So I got bored, so I just started writing my own stuff. So we were all having a good time, drinking, smoking. So one of my friends was like, "Hey man, what are you doing over there?" Yeah, I said, "Nothing. Don't worry about it." So he just snatches the paper out of my hand. And he's like, "Oh shit, let me read this." So he reads it, and he's like, "Oh shit, this is some dope shit right here." And then he asked me to rap it. I'm like, nah, I was too shy, you know. I always been an introvert too, so I was like, oh no, this is just for me, you know. So they actually forced me in the booth, and I I I I I messed around with it a little bit, but it's when I heard myself on the speaker, that's what changed everything. I was like, whoa, this is me? Hold on. You know what I mean? So that's how it really started.
Okay. Well, like you said, some of those bands are pretty good, and artists and so forth, and but let me ask you something. Let's pretend that somebody's watching the show right now, and they want to know how to get a hold of your music. I mean, I'm sure it's on all streaming platforms, but if you got physical copies, you can mention that as well. But tell everybody where we can find you.
Okay, so I've been doing music for a long time, so a lot of my older stuff, you know, you can find on SoundCloud, YouTube. I have my own channel on YouTube, but it was just recently about a year and a half ago that I really started taking music serious because of a couple of run-ins I had with with the artists that I respect and listen to. I look up to, you know, almost idolize them. And I don't know if you know about Tech Nine. He's one of the artists that are really, you know, that have been consistent in the game since the 90s. Actually Tech Nine has a song with Tupac actually, and he's the one who took notice of my work one time, and that, you know, that's how that kind of woke me up. And I was going through a, you know, bad relationship, and I was always depressed and, you know, stuff like that. I always felt like, you know, I'm not doing what I really want to do, what I'm really called for. And but I never gave up music, and that's why I always started getting better and better and better. You know, I always did music, no matter if it was for profit eventually, or I was just gonna be known for somebody that just makes songs for his friends to listen to or something. But either way, once I had a little brush in with Tech Nine, and he told me that my music was dope and everything. That just like opened up my eyes. I'm like, man, now there's a fucking icon right here that is talking about, you know, my music is dope. So because I had a lot of people that were negative, you know, that, you know, crabs in a bucket type of thing. You know, they didn't really encourage me. I didn't get the reaction out of them that I thought I would, and it was just always like, you know. But once I got it from people that I really respect, the people that are proven in the game that they really do this shit, this is what they're about. When they take notice and they tell you you're dope, you better believe it, you know. So there was a time where I had to stop being a pussy about it and just really do this shit. So that's what I decided. So for the last about a year, I put out two singles on, they're all platforms, Spotify, they're on iTunes, they're on everything, Apple Music, you know, Tidal, you name it, Amazon Music, they're on all of that. One single is called On One, and the other one's called How to Lose an Angel. I'm working on an EP right now. The video that I just dropped, the song for that is also going to be dropping pretty soon on all platforms for audio. But you can also go on YouTube and look up Glasseye, Fool You No More. And when I say Glasseye, it's one word, Glasseye. And same with the Spotify. And if you want to check me out on Instagram, it's at the real Glasseye, TheRealGlasseye. And once you check me out on there, you know, I'm always putting up a lot of snippets and stuff like that. So, but right now I'm working on the album, and I fund my own music. So, you know, I can't really tell you what. I have 3 kids, you know, so it's you know, you got to maneuver it sometimes. So I can't really tell you when it'll be done, but you know, the songs are done, everything is done. We're just, you know, doing the production and everything, you know, mixing and mastering. That's the phase I'm going through right now. And you know, those beats aren't cheap neither when you're not a producer. So so yeah, but I'm working on an album that should be out pretty soon. And if you follow, like I said, if you follow me on Instagram and everything, you know, you'll be able to you know, get updated with that.
Okay. Well, I hope everybody does that. Go to those streaming platforms and get Glass Size Music. I know we would appreciate you for that. And you just mentioned a minute ago, "Fool You No More" is the music video we're about to watch. Is there a story behind this song? It might be self-explanatory too, but let us know.
Actually, you know, everybody thinks that you know, oh, he broke somebody's heart and now he's writing a song about it. But you know, I've always written songs like I said, I got introduced to Tupac. He always put himself, he like Brenda's Got a Baby, you know, songs like he always put himself in real life situations. So it wasn't nothing in particular, the story about it, but you know, but the song, the way the chorus just landed in my head, I always write a chorus first and then go off with it, you know. So the chorus was leaning towards subject matter like subject, that type of subject that, it's a guy and a girl song. So, but when I wrote the verse, I was like, man, this is the type of song that I need a response from an other gender. And I didn't know who was capable of doing that. So, but for the longest time, the girl Sosafina, the real Sosafina on Instagram, y'all should follow her. She's real dope too. We followed each other and respected each other's music. And I just, came to her about it. I said, hey, look, man, I got this song right here. And the guy basically cheated on his girl. And I think it'll be dope if you can come up with basically a reply to the guy that, yes, you did fuck up and this and that. And is it fixable? Is it not fixable? Whatever you want the story to go to. And she said, okay. She listened to the song. She was like, yeah, I didn't expect that to be that dope. And then she was like, I need a little bit of time. I take my time. And I was like, hey, I'm the same way. Go ahead. And sure enough, the very next day she calls me, man, I fucking love this song so much. I was all night writing this, and here's the response. She sent it back to me, and I loved it. I'm like, man, look, we got to do a video for this, and we got to do this shit right, And then that's how we ended up going to LA, shooting a video for it and everything. But yeah, no particular story behind it. I just know everybody can relate to it because everybody done cheated before. Everybody got cheated on before. So either way, I know it's relatable. So, and that's the type of music I make. That can talk to you in a situation that you're in. And I might not know exactly what the fuck you're going through, but I can make something in general that can relate to your situation. You know what I mean? And that's where I just realized is what I'm good at. And, music, when you make music, that's the type of music you should make that people can listen to it and be like, it can take them to their own little memory lane, So yeah. So that's how the concept basically came about. It was just the beat gave me the concept, basically.
Oh, okay. Well, it is a great song, and we're getting ready to play it for everybody out there. But before we do, I think that's all the time we have for right now, Glasseye. We want to thank you so much for coming on the show. We'd love to have you back again. Maybe if you got something new that you want to promote, maybe we'll have you back on.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm actually working on another single right now. So definitely looking forward to it.
All right, let's watch it now. Fool You No More from Glasseye right here on Paul Mash TV. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
It's the beat freak. Tutty. With the touch.
Shout out DJ Chopper, I see you, boy.
Yeah, I can say I changed, but my actions stay the same. You won't believe a word I say, I guess I take that blame. Cause even I know I can't fool you no more. I know I caused a lot of pain, enough to go insane. I never meant to hurt you, no, things probably ain't the same. Cause even you know I can't fool you no more. Yeah, I've been ungrateful, I've been unfaithful. I took advantage of things that you enable. I'm putting it all out on this table. We had a good run, our stories like a fable. You was the homie, you was my friend, you was my lover, so let's not pretend. I made mistakes, I feel like a fake, but you took me back again and again. You wanted more, I couldn't give. Commitment you wanted, I couldn't commit. I kept on taking, all you did was give. Was stuck in my ways, the way that I live. Turned off her phone, she said leave me alone. She don't really wanna speak right now. Know I messed up, if I saw her today, probably fall to her feet right now. Anything I say probably won't even matter, cause the talk is cheap right now. Should've killing me to think about another motherfucker laying all in the sheets right now. I can say I changed, but my actions stay the same. You won't believe a word I say, I guess I take that blame. Cause even I know I can't fool you no more. Yeah, I can say I changed, but my actions stay the same. You won't believe a word I say, I guess I take that blame. Cause even I know I can't fool you no more. I know I caused a lot of pain, enough to go insane. I never meant to hurt you, no, things probably ain't the same. Cause even you know I can't fool you no more.
I had put all of my hope and my faith and my love and my trust in you. You know that you had my heart in your hands, but you still moved how you wanted to. Really it's your fault, but how could I blame you when I hadn't able to make you too comfortable? But there's more than one reason why I started seeing why I can't fuck with you. How could you treat me so basic? Say it, but then you don't change change in my heart, it just keep on breaking. I need a break from that aching, pain and that anger and anguish. Never thought I'd leave you hanging, but the way you behaving never match what you be saying, and the things you just playing never match how you explain them. Patience is all that I have in you. Now I'm anxious and I got an attitude, cause I'm tainted now when all you had to do was stop playing and just keep it factual. Cause even I know, you know I don't want this anymore, and you know it was great, so you just caused me pain. And I'm supposed to stay and act like I don't see shit, or just look the other way, play into your game, pretend that it's okay, or act like I don't know my worth and I have time to waste.
Yeah, I can say I changed, but my actions stay the same. You won't believe a word I say, I guess I'll take that blame. Cause even I know I can't fool you no more. I know I caused a lot of pain, enough to go insane. I never meant to hurt you, no, things probably ain't the same.